YouTube, it's Erin, and this is my 36-week pregnancy vlog. And the most exciting thing that I'm going to tell you all is that in 4 days from today, because it's Sunday, so Thursday morning at 10 a.m., Steve and I will know our induction date, which I am so excited about. I just want to know it. I want to know it now. I want to know the date that we're going to go into the hospital. And for those of you that don't watch my videos, because I know a lot of you, anytime I mention being induced, ask. And for those of you that have watched really from early on, I'm sure this is so repetitive and you're just like, Erin, stop telling people why you're being induced. But I have to because people ask. So I'm being induced because I'm high risk for blood clots and they need to control my labor. So I go in this Thursday to see my doctor. Steve's coming with me. This is the first appointment that he's come with me to because really, like, I don't need him to take time off work to come to a 5-minute appointment. Like, let's be honest. Especially not when, like, they're never exciting. You know, really. So anyway, he's coming. I'm so excited. And if my doctor doesn't give me a date on Thursday, I'm gonna cry. Like, I literally will cry. And I'm really hoping that she says it's the next week. Because that means, people, that not this week coming, that starts tomorrow, but the week after, I'll have a baby! A real one! And she won't just be, like, in my belly. Although I told Steve today, I said, I'm really actually having a hard time with this whole idea of another woman coming into his life. And, like, I know it's my daughter, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm gonna have to share you. Like, I haven't had to share him in 12 years. You know? Like, that's a long time to have one man all to yourself. And now I have to share him. And I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous that she's going to be cooler than me. And then, you know, then it's going to be just like game over for me. Like, I'm going to like be cast aside. And I have a feeling she's going to be pretty freaking cool. And even if she's not cool, because like she can't talk and stuff, she's going to be pretty cool. You know, like she's going to be able to do things I can't do. So like, you know, like go to the bathroom whenever she wants. I can, but it's a production, you know? She can just do it. It's probably gonna be, anyway. My husband's probably just gonna, like, totally fall in love, and then, well, it's just, I don't know. And if you can't tell by my voice, I'm totally kidding. I don't actually care if my husband completely falls in love with his daughter. In fact, I would be worried if he didn't. So I am so excited for that. But I was joking with him today, and I was like, you're gonna be leaving me for another woman in 2 weeks. So, like, I'm so all over him. And I don't mean that in, like, a sexy way. Maybe just a little. But what I mean is, like, I'm, like, holding his hand, and I'm, like, cuddling with him, because I'm, like, I'm not going to get these cuddle times in after, you know? So, I think if I was having a boy, I would feel like he might feel the same that I feel, you know? Like, oh, she's got another man coming into her life, like a little man, you know? So I think it happens, but, I don't know. That's just what I feel. But, again, not seriously, but anyway. So I have 2 big, ginormous congratulations that I have to say. The first one is for my friend Jess, my real-life friend. I have to distinguish because I have real-life friends and online friends. So my friend Jess, they had their little baby boy Camden. He was so freaking cute. I don't mean was, like, now he's not, but I saw him in the hospital. Anyway, my second congratulations has to go to Let, or Colette. You can call her both. I call her Let. And her channel on YouTube is Let76. And she just had her baby girl, Hazel. And I'm so excited for her. I started a hashtag for her on Twitter. And it was like, not Let. It was Hazel Watch 2010. And like she was tweeting and I was tweeting. And anyway, it was just really fun. And I'm so happy for her. And she is gorgeous. The baby is like just perfect, and there's pictures on her public Facebook. So, Thursday I had my doctor's appointment, and I had my group strep B test done, which if you don't know, is when they stick a Q-tip up your vajayjay, and then they move it down to your butt, and they stick it up your butt. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so this is the first time that anyone's been down there, like doctor-wise. Let me just clarify that. Since the very beginning. Like, I haven't been checked, I haven't been whatever. And yeah, so she's like, okay, you're just gonna feel me down there. And then she sticks the Q-tip up. And like the JJ part one didn't hurt. I'm just being honest so that if any of you ever have to get your group strep B test done, you know what to expect. Didn't hurt. But then she's like, and now I'm gonna do the butt one. And I was just like, ah! And like, it's not bad because it's fast. But at the same time, it doesn't feel good. Okay? Anything going up your rectum does not feel good, even if it's the size of a Q-tip. So yeah, so she did that. And the annoying part was, and if the lady is ever watching this, I'm really sorry. This has nothing to do with you. I just really like my own doctor. So the annoying thing was my doctor was on holiday, so I had a resident doctor. And another one of my symptoms this week was that I was getting like a burning, stinging sensation on my left side. I mean, my right side, because this is the right. So I was getting it like on the side of my belly. And it was so bad, like I can't really move to the side without feeling it. And I was feeling it all the time, and it was really painful. So I called telehealth, which is like this line you can call in Canada. It's free of charge. You can talk to a nurse and they can assess you by phone and then tell you what to do. So I called and the lady took all my stuff and whatever, and then she told me I should go to labor and delivery. Well, I wasn't really, like, I'm the kind of person that unless I'm like dying or unless I'm like really, really, really sick, I don't go to the hospital. I find it like, I just don't want to waste their time or mine if it's really nothing. So, and based on what she said, like, she couldn't tell me, like, what she thought it was. So I Googled a little bit, and I figured out that it's probably round ligament pain because my belly is getting super stretched, right? So it only makes sense that I would feel some stretching. So anyway, I'm like, I'm just going to wait for my doctor's appointment because I'd called, I think, like, Tuesday. And so Thursday rolls around, and I tell the resident doctor this, and the resident doctor's like, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm like, okay, well, what could it be? Well, your guess is as good as the internet's. I'm like, what? It was just kind of like, didn't really want to take the time to like explain it or tell me like what it could be or, even look at it or check it or touch it. And I was like, well, dude, I'm high risk for blood clots. Like, what if it's a blood clot in my placenta? Or what if it's a placental abruption? Or what, and of course, like, at this point, she's probably like, this psycho lady is Googling everything on the planet and now thinks she's dying. But she just kind of brushed it off. She's like, whatever, I'm not worried. She's like, if I'm not worried, you shouldn't be worried. I'm like, I'm the pregnant one. I'm gonna be worried. Uh-huh. Okay, just so you know. And I'm like really, really nice person, but then whenever people don't, when I'm dismissed, like if people are just dismissive of a worry I have, it really upsets me because I'm like, if I'm worried enough to ask, please take the time to make me feel like you actually care that I'm not gonna die right now on your table. Please. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hoping she doesn't show up at the hospital anytime near my induction. Because I'll ask her questions and I'll be like, is this normal? Is all this fluid coming out of me? And she'll be like, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Google. Whatevs. It's just very weird. Anyway, so that was Thursday, and otherwise at the doctor's appointment, I had gained, it'd been two weeks since I've been there, I gained 4 pounds, so not too bad, 2 pounds a week, a little more than average, but, and my fundal height was measuring at 37 centimeters, even though I was only 35 and a half weeks, and, what else, my blood pressure was fine, etc. So, that was that. Another major symptom this week, Braxton Hicks contractions. Holy crap. So after Thursday, I left my doctor's appointment. I came back home. I was supposed to have a call. My call got canceled, so I went to meet my friend Mel, who I'm in her wedding in the new year. I went to meet my friend Mel and the other bridesmaids to try dresses on. Which, I know, funny, because I was trying dresses on with my big belly, and it was really hilarious. I took some pictures, just because I was like, this has to be immortalized in a photo forever. But anyway, so I was there, and I started getting, like, earlier that day, like, contractions, like, Braxton Hicks contractions, pretty frequently. Like, they were, I would say, like, I was having at least 2 an hour, maybe 2 or 3 an hour. So I was like, I better monitor this. So after I tried dresses on, I drove to meet Steve. We went to see Camden in the hospital, my friend Jess, and then we went to Mongolian Village for dinner. Well, and then we went home. And during this whole time, I'm still having lots of Braxton Hicks contractions. So I said to Steve, I'm like, we should maybe when we get home, like maybe time these, just to be sure, you know, that they're not something that I should be concerned with. So we did. And they were coming like every 7 to 11 minutes. So I was like, well, they're not intensifying in pain. So maybe, you know, I'm sure it's okay. Like, because real labor contractions I hear intensify, these ones weren't. So anyway, I went to bed. I woke up the next day and then I was fine, except every day now I get like, oh my god, at least 5 or 7 a day. At least. Maybe more. So, yeah, so that's really cool. I'm really hoping when I go to my doctor's appointment on Thursday, I'm going to have her check me. I'm really hoping that means I'm also dilated. Like, I hope it's doing something. Because seriously, if I'm going through all this discomfort and it's not doing anything down there, I'm going to be pretty freaking mad. But yeah, and the baby's hiccuping all the time now. Like, every time I eat, every time I drink, she's hiccuping. And because where her position, like, where she's positioned really low, and if I'm sitting, it hiccups in my leg. Like, I mean, I know she's not hiccuping in my leg, but the vibrations go into my leg, and it feels so freaking weird. It's not even funny. So anyway, that's that. Oh, last thing, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to edit this thing down. I also get a lot of pressure really, really low whenever I go from, like, sleeping to standing or lying to standing. Like, I get it. It's, like, so bad I can barely walk. And it's, like, super in my pubic bone. So it's, like, I bet you her head's just stretching me all out. Because she's head down right now. So I'm sure she's just, like, just giving her, you know? Like, maybe she's doing these down there in my pelvic zone when I'm laying down. And then when I get up, it's, like, all of a sudden I feel like I've expanded. Pretty soon I'm going to expand into the entire universe. Because, I mean, I'm just getting giant. And, yeah, holy crap. Okay. So here is my gigantic 36-week belly. Here's the gigantic 36-week belly from the side. My mom and dad seem to think I've dropped. But I don't know. Ooh, I have a red bra on today. Ooh la la. So there's the ginormous belly. There's my stretch marks. The only ones I have on the side. Belly, 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 belly. I'm sure that's helping. Belly from the other side. Okay, now measure it. Okay, it's probably an indication that I'm getting larger when it's getting harder and harder to actually see the measuring tape. Holy crap, people. 42.5 inches. I think I went up a whole inch since my last video. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I will do a video on Thursday, and I promise this won't come through the screen and hit you. So don't flinch or be scared. But I will do a video on Thursday to let you all know the date of her induction, because then you all know exactly when I'm going into the hospital. Like, you'll know. And I will know. And then we'll all know. And then we can freak out together, because I'm going to be really freaked out. And I'm not already. I probably am. Yes. Okay. So seriously, before I, like, turn into the Exorcist here with my, like, demonic voices and movement, I gotta go. This vlog is gonna take me forever to edit down, but I love you all. I appreciate your support, your comments, everything. Those of you that watch my entire vlogs to the end, kudos to you. I watch yours too, right to the very end. I do. Not all of you, because some of you don't vlog, but those of you who do. Okay, I gotta go. I'm talking because I'm nervous and rambling and whatever. She's gonna be here soon. Okay, bye!